While the entire world talks about Chinese military advances, the United States has been quietly working on something far more terrifying. The Pentagon has developed a new generation of military robots that are completely redefining the concept of modern warfare. But what makes these machines so revolutionary? Why are military experts from around the world saying they will permanently change the global balance of power? In this video, I'm going to show you the 8 most impactful robots in the American arsenal. Machines so advanced, they look like they came straight out of a science fiction film, but that are already being deployed in real operations right now. Number 8. Anduril YFQ-44A Fury. The United States has just made something seem impossible a reality. A fully autonomous combat jet capable of flying alongside human pilots as a loyal and relentless wingman. The YFQ-44A Fury, developed by Anduril Industries, is one of the world's first unmanned jet-powered combat aircraft. This beast flew for the first time on October 31, 2025, in California. And the most remarkable thing is that Anduril went from paper design to first flight in just 556 days, something virtually unheard of in modern military aviation. Its role is chilling. It will fly alongside fighter jets like the F-35, F-22, and F-15EX, serving as a loyal wingman that extends the pilot's sensor range, carries additional weaponry, and if necessary, takes enemy missiles instead of the human pilot. The Pentagon calls it affordable mass. Instead of one incredibly expensive aircraft, you send dozens of drones the enemy can't shoot down one by one. Mass production has already begun at the Arsenal 1 factory in Ohio. The era of the lone pilot is over. Number 7. Ripsaw M5. Imagine a 10-ton tank moving in complete silence across any terrain, with not a single soldier inside, firing 30mm autocannons with lethal precision. That is exactly the Ripsaw M5. This metal monster, developed by Textron Systems and How, is one of the most advanced ground combat robots on the planet. It carries the Bushmaster Mark 44 cannon in either 30 or 40mm, along with a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun, and can carry up to 3,600 kilograms of additional equipment on its flat platform. What's truly terrifying is its stealth capability. Thanks to its diesel-electric hybrid propulsion system, it can maneuver in completely silent mode, creeping up on enemy positions without making a sound. It reaches speeds of over 64 kilometers per hour and shrugs off hits from 12.7mm rounds without flinching. The Ripsaw M5 made its public debut at the parade celebrating the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary in 2025, making it clear that the future of ground combat no longer includes human soldiers on the front line. Number 6. Manta Ray. The United States has created an underwater creature that looks like something out of a National Geographic documentary, but designed for war. The Manta Ray is an unmanned submarine the size of a small whale that can remain hidden on the ocean floor for months without anyone detecting it. Developed by Northrop Grumman for the DARPA agency, this underwater giant has a capability unique in the world. It can anchor itself to the seabed and enter an ultra-low power hibernation state, patiently waiting for the order to wake up. When it does, it carries out extremely long-duration, long-range missions without needing any human nearby. Most impressively, its modular design means it fits entirely into 5 standard shipping containers, allowing it to be flown anywhere in the world and assembled on-site within hours. In 2024, it completed successful tests off the coast of California, demonstrating its ability to intercept enemy nuclear submarines. It's like having thousands of invisible sentinels watching over every ocean. Number 5. Ghost Robotics Vision 60. The Vision 60, made by Ghost Robotics, is a military robot dog, armed with an assault rifle, that is already patrolling U.S. Army bases. This quadruped, weighing just 51 kilograms, can run at 3 meters per second, is fully sealed against dust and water, and withstands extreme temperatures ranging from 40 degrees below zero to a sweltering 55 degrees Celsius. During Operation Hardkill at Fort Drum, New York, the Army demonstrated how this robot autonomously aimed and fired its AR-15 type rifle using integrated artificial intelligence. But that's not all. Ghost Robotics has just added a 6 degrees of freedom manipulator arm that allows it to open doors, handle tools, and manipulate objects just as a human would. Combined with its electro-optical sensors and thermal cameras, it can operate in any hostile environment. Its use has already expanded to U.S. borders, nuclear facilities, and overseas bases. By the time you see it, it'll already be too late to react. Number 4. TRX Breacher. Some missions are so suicidal that no soldier should ever have to carry them out. Crossing minefields, tearing down barricades under enemy fire, breaching fortified defenses. That's what the TRX Breacher was built for. Developed by General Dynamics Land Systems, this 10-ton combat robot is essentially a fully autonomous armored demolisher. It's equipped with a massive bulldozer-type blade, an articulated lifting arm, and most spectacularly, a Miklik system, an explosive line charge capable of clearing entire paths through minefields in seconds. Its electric hybrid propulsion allows it to generate exportable power to feed other battlefield systems, while also moving with surprising stealth for its size. It can be air-deployed, accompany army formations, and carry out the deadliest tasks without putting a single human at risk. The philosophy behind the TRX Breacher is brutal in its simplicity. Let the robots take the first hit instead of the soldiers, and trust me, it can take an enormous amount of punishment before it stops. Number 3. EMAV. Meet the U.S. Marine Corps' robotic pack mule. The EMAV Expeditionary Modular Autonomous Vehicle looks at first glance like a simple tracked platform, but what it conceals is absolutely devastating. Developed by Pratt Miller, this ground robot can carry over 2,700 kilograms of ammunition, supplies, or weaponry, while silently following Marines into combat. But its true transformation came when a .50 caliber machine gun was installed on it, and later loitering kamikaze munitions launchers. Suddenly, that pack mule became a relentless killer. In October 2023, during the Apollo Shield exercise at 29 Palms, an entire convoy of EMAVs traveled 50 kilometers completely autonomously with not a single human driver. Its electric hybrid engine allows it to move in total silence and provide exportable power to other equipment. It can be transported in V-22 Osprey and CH-53 helicopters, even 2 at a time in a C-130. It's the first armed logistics robot operating under real combat conditions alongside Marines. Number 2. Switchblade 600. Imagine being able to destroy a multi-million-dollar Russian tank with a weapon that fits in a backpack. That's exactly what the Switchblade 600 does. One of the most feared weapons on the modern battlefield. Made by AeroVironment, this kamikaze drone weighs just 23 kilograms and can be deployed by a single soldier in under 10 minutes. Once launched from its tube, it flies up to 40 kilometers, loiters over the target for 40 minutes waiting for the perfect moment, then dives at 185 kilometers per hour to destroy the enemy. Its warhead is directly based on the Javelin anti-tank missile, capable of penetrating the armor of AeroVironment. CEO has confirmed that the technology for it to operate fully autonomously already exists. Ukraine has proven its devastating effectiveness against Russian armored vehicles, eliminating targets from kilometers away, without the enemy ever knowing they were being watched. It is the ultimate flying sniper. Number 1. Black Hornet Drone. And we arrive at number 1, which paradoxically is the smallest on the entire list. The Black Hornet drone that fits in the palm of your hand and has saved more soldiers' lives than any other modern military technology. Originally developed by Prox Dynamics and now produced by Teledyne FLIR, this nano drone measures just 16 centimeters and weighs only 33 Gs. Yes, 33 Gs less than a ping pong ball. And yet it carries 3 high-resolution cameras, including thermal imaging, capable of detecting enemies in total darkness. Its visual and acoustic signature is virtually non-existent. It flies up to 2 kilometers away, transmitting encrypted video in real time, allowing a soldier to see what's on the other side of a wall, inside a building, or behind a hill without ever exposing themselves. The U.S. Army has invested over $125 million in these tiny spies. Each unit costs around $40,000. It's like having an invisible eye flying over the enemy, saving lives on every single mission. We've seen the 8 most impactful and futuristic military robots in the American arsenal. From autonomous fighter jets flying alongside human pilots to nano drones that fit in your pocket, each of these systems represents an evolutionary leap in the way war is fought. Now, tell me, what do you think about these technologies? Do you believe robots will definitively replace human soldiers? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. See you in the next one. Number 7. Ripsaw M5. If the Vision 60 is the robotic scout of the future, then the Ripsaw M5 is the robotic tank nightmare every military commander fears. Imagine standing on a battlefield. You hear nothing. No engine noise, no tracks grinding against the earth, no warning at all. Then suddenly, a heavily armed combat vehicle appears from behind a hill, moving with incredible speed and precision. That's the Ripsaw M5. Originally developed as an experimental military platform, the Ripsaw has evolved into one of the most advanced robotic combat vehicles ever built. Unlike traditional tanks, there is no crew inside, no driver, no gunner, no commander. Everything can be operated remotely or assisted by autonomous systems. Its powerful hybrid propulsion system allows it to move with remarkable stealth, while carrying a deadly payload of weapons and equipment. Military planners envision the M5 performing some of the most dangerous missions imaginable. Reconnaissance deep inside enemy territory, urban warfare, high-risk assault operations, and direct combat engagements where human casualties would otherwise be unavoidable. The concept is simple. Why send soldiers into danger when a machine can go first? The answer is changing military thinking around the world, and China is paying attention, because a battlefield filled with robotic vehicles could dramatically alter the balance between manpower and technology. The age of robotic armored warfare may have already begun. Number 6. Manta Ray. The most dangerous military robot isn't always the one you can see. Sometimes it's the one you never know exists. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, America is developing a machine unlike anything that has ever operated at sea. It's called the Manta Ray, and it may be one of the most mysterious military projects in the world. Inspired by the graceful movements of the ocean creature it was named after, the Manta Ray is a massive autonomous underwater vehicle designed to travel enormous distances without human support. But what makes it truly remarkable is its ability to remain hidden for extended periods. Imagine an underwater robot silently resting on the ocean floor. Days pass, weeks pass, months pass. It remains invisible, waiting, watching, listening. Then suddenly, when needed, it awakens and begins its mission. No crew, no support ship, no nearby operators, just artificial intelligence carrying out strategic objectives deep beneath the sea. Military experts believe systems like the Manta Ray could transform naval warfare. Submarine tracking, intelligence gathering, ocean surveillance, critical infrastructure monitoring, all without placing sailors in harm's way. In an era where control of the oceans remains vital to global power, technologies like this are attracting enormous attention, and perhaps concern, because whoever dominates autonomous underwater warfare may gain a significant strategic advantage in the decades ahead. Number 5. Switchblade 600. What if a single soldier could destroy a heavily armored vehicle from miles away using a weapon that fits inside a backpack? That future is already here. Meet the Switchblade 600, a weapon so effective that military experts often describe it as a flying sniper. At first glance, it doesn't look particularly intimidating. It's compact, portable, lightweight compared to traditional missile systems. But appearances can be deceiving. Once launched, the Switchblade transforms into something entirely different. It flies through the sky, searching for targets, circling overhead, waiting patiently, watching every movement below, and when the right target appears, it strikes, fast, precise, and devastatingly effective. Unlike conventional missiles, operators can observe the battlefield in real time. Time before making a decision. This provides unprecedented flexibility and precision. The result is a weapon capable of engaging high-value targets while minimizing unnecessary risks. Modern warfare increasingly depends on information, speed, and precision. The Switchblade combines all three. That's why military planners see loitering munitions as one of the most important innovations of the modern battlefield. And it's only the beginning. As artificial intelligence continues to advance, these systems are becoming smarter, faster, and more capable than ever before. The battlefield of tomorrow may be filled with autonomous hunters silently searching for targets from above. And that possibility is forcing military strategists around the world to rethink everything they know about warfare. Number 4. TRX Breacher. Every military operation has missions nobody wants to perform. Clearing minefields, breaking through heavily fortified barriers, entering areas where danger is almost guaranteed. Traditionally, soldiers had to face those risks themselves, but America is changing that equation. Enter the TRX Breacher, a robotic combat engineer designed specifically for some of the most dangerous jobs on the battlefield. Massive obstacles, explosive hazards, defensive fortifications. The TRX Breacher was built to confront them all. Its powerful engineering tools allow it to remove obstacles, clear pathways, and prepare routes for advancing forces. Where human soldiers once risked their lives, robots can now take the lead. This shift represents a major change in military doctrine. The goal isn't simply to build stronger machines. It's to reduce human exposure to extreme danger. And with every new generation of autonomous technology, that goal becomes more achievable. The TRX Breacher may not look as dramatic as a fighter jet or attack drone, but its role could be just as important. Because before armies can advance, someone has to clear the way. And increasingly, that someone is a robot. Number 3. EMAV. For centuries, armies have relied on logistics. Food, fuel, ammunition, equipment. Without supplies, even the most powerful force cannot survive. Now imagine a supply vehicle that never complains, never gets tired, and never asks for backup. That's the EMAV, the Expeditionary Modular Autonomous Vehicle. At first glance, it appears to be a simple robotic transport platform, but its true potential goes far beyond moving supplies. The EMAV can transport heavy equipment across difficult terrain while following troops autonomously. It can navigate challenging environments, adapt to changing conditions, and support military operations with minimal human involvement. But that's only one part of the story. As new technologies are integrated, the EMAV is becoming something far more versatile. A mobile weapons platform, a reconnaissance vehicle, a battlefield support system, all in one package. Military planners increasingly view autonomous systems as force multipliers, machines that allow smaller units to achieve greater results. The EMAV embodies that philosophy perfectly. And as autonomous logistics become more common, the nature of military operations may change forever. Number 2. Black Hornet Nano Drone. Sometimes the most powerful weapon on the battlefield isn't the biggest, it's the smallest. So small, in fact, that it can fit inside the palm of your hand. Meet the Black Hornet, a tiny flying machine that has completely transformed the way soldiers gather intelligence in combat zones. At first glance, it looks harmless, almost like a toy. but appearances can be dangerously misleading. Despite its miniature size, the Black Hornet carries advanced cameras, thermal imaging systems, encrypted communications, and real-time surveillance capabilities. Launch it within seconds. The tiny drone silently rises into the air and begins exploring areas that would otherwise require soldiers to expose themselves to danger. Behind buildings, over hills, inside enemy-held streets. Places where a single mistake could cost lives. The Black Hornet provides eyes where human eyes cannot safely go. Its greatest strength is stealth. The drone is so small and so quiet that enemies often never realize they are being watched. By the time they detect anything, valuable intelligence has already been transmitted back to friendly forces. Military commanders love information, because information wins battles, and the Black Hornet delivers exactly that. Real-time intelligence without risking soldiers. Many experts believe this tiny machine has prevented countless casualties by allowing troops to identify threats before walking directly into them. What makes the technology even more impressive is its portability. Entire units can carry multiple drones without adding significant weight. This means almost every squad can have its own airborne reconnaissance capability. No large aircraft, no expensive operations, no waiting. Just instant intelligence whenever it's needed. As warfare becomes increasingly dependent on information, machines like the Black Hornet are becoming indispensable. And this is only the beginning. Future versions are expected to become smarter, faster, and even harder to detect. One day, entire swarms of nanodrones could monitor battlefields continuously, watching every movement, tracking every target, providing commanders with unprecedented awareness. The era of invisible surveillance has arrived. Number 1. YFQ-44A Fury. And now we arrive at the most terrifying military robot on this list, a machine that many experts believe represents the future of air combat itself. The YFQ-44A Fury. At first glance, it looks like a traditional fighter jet. Sleek, fast, aggressive, built for speed and combat. But there is one crucial difference. There is no pilot inside. No cockpit. No human controlling the aircraft from within. The Fury is designed to operate as an autonomous combat aircraft, capable of flying alongside some of America's most advanced fighters. Imagine a formation of fighter jets soaring through hostile airspace. Alongside them fly multiple autonomous aircraft, each one carrying sensors, weapons, electronic warfare systems, and advanced artificial intelligence. These robotic wingmen can scout ahead, identify threats, share information instantly, and even engage targets when required, all while keeping human pilots safer. For decades, fighter pilots have been among the most valuable military assets in the world. Training one takes years. Replacing one can be impossible. The Fury changes that equation. Instead of risking human lives during the most dangerous missions, autonomous systems can take on the highest risk tasks. They can fly deeper into contested airspace, approach enemy defenses, and perform operations too dangerous for manned aircraft. Military strategists call this concept force multiplication. A single pilot could eventually command multiple autonomous aircraft simultaneously. One human, several robotic wingmen, an entire aerial combat network operating as a single coordinated force. This is why defense analysts around the world are paying close attention. Because if autonomous air combat reaches its full potential, it could completely redefine military aviation. The balance of power in the skies may never be the same again. And nations across the globe understand exactly what that means. The race for military AI dominance has already begun. We've just explored some of the most advanced military robots America has ever developed. From robotic dogs and autonomous tanks, to underwater machines hiding beneath the oceans, to nano drones that fit inside a soldier's hand. and AI-powered fighter aircraft capable of reshaping aerial warfare. These technologies may sound like science fiction, but they are rapidly becoming reality. The question is no longer whether robots will play a major role in future wars. The question is how much of that future will be controlled by machines. Will autonomous systems eventually replace human soldiers on the battlefield? Or will humans always remain at the center of military decision-making? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the technologies shaping the future of the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.